O Muballigh, for you it's my prayer. May you keep ascending success stair.
Replying to one question, Imam Ahl Sunnat alayhi rahmah said, there is no harm in reciting Durood Sharif before the Iqamat. However, there should be a pause between them, or the tone of Durood Sharif should be different to the tone of the Iqamat. So for example, the sound of the Durood Sharif should be quieter than the sound of the Iqamat, to create a gap. So there should be a clear-cut distinction between them, and so that people should not regard the Durood Sharif as part of the Iqamat. Now one satanic whisper which might arise at this point is that as Durood Sharif did not used to be recited before the Azan during the apparent life of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, as well as in the reign of the first four blessed caliphs, then doing so, reciting Durood Sharif before the Azan, would be a misleading innovation and a sin. Mu'azzallah. The answer to this satanic whisper is that if this principle is accepted, that doing any act which was not done in the time of the Prophet ﷺ is an innovation and a sin, then all of our whole existing system of Islam will be distorted. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, let me just give you 12 examples out of countless examples that are being presented to make it clear that these acts were not performed in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, but have been adopted by every single Muslim in the present era. For example, number 1, Hajjaj bin Yusuf introduced the diacritical marks, the Zabar, Zair and Pesh in the Holy Quran in the year 95 AH. The second one is that Hajjaj bin Yusuf also introduced the use of full stops at the end of each ayah. These were not present in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Number 3, the publication of the Holy Quran in a printed form. Number 4, in the past, there didn't used to be any arch in the center of the masjid for the Imam to stand in. During the reign of Walid Marwani, Sayyidina Umar bin Abdul Aziz radiyallahu ta'ala an introduced it. So this was introduced after the time of the Prophet ﷺ, and now it is found in every masjid across the world. Number 5, the 6 kalimas, the 6 articles of faith. Number 6, Sarf and Nahav, the rulings of Arabic grammar which are studied by those training to become Islamic scholars. Number 7, knowledge of hadith and its different kinds. Number 8, Dars-e-Nizami, the Alim course. Number 9, the 4 ways, the 4 orders of Shariat and Tariqat. Number 10, the verbal intention of Salah. Number 11, the pilgrimage of Hajj by aeroplane. Number 12, performing jihad with the latest scientific weapons. None of these acts, my dear Islamic brothers, were present in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. But in the present era, in today's day and age, nobody regards any of these mentioned acts as a sin, despite the fact that these did not exist in that blessed era. So why is it that only reciting Durood Sharif on the Prophet ﷺ before the Azan and reciting Durood Pak on the Prophet ﷺ before the Iqamat is considered as a sin? My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, remember, the absence of the proof of impermissibility in any action is itself a proof of its permissibility. So if there's no ruling of prohibition for any matter, then this itself is a proof that that act is permissible. Without doubt, every such new act which Sharia did not prohibit is a good innovation and absolutely permissible. And it is an undeniable fact that the recitation of Durood Pak before the Azan has not been forbidden in any hadith. Therefore, the absence of the prohibition of this has automatically led to its permission. The Holy Prophet ﷺ himself has given us the persuasion of innovating good things in Islam. A hadith mentioned in the chapter Kitabul Ilm of Sahih Muslim says, "Man sanna fil Islami sunnatan hasanatan, fa'umila biha ba'dahu kutiba lahu مثل أجر من عمل بها ولا ينقص من أجورهم شيء." Translation of this is that the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever promoted any good method amongst the Muslims, and after him this new good method was acted upon, the reward of the followers of this act will also be written in the book of deeds of the person who started it, and the reward of those who follow will not be reduced. So in other words, whoever introduces or promotes any good act in Islam, deserves great reward. Similarly, without any doubt, the fortunate person who develops the trend of reciting the Durood Pak before the Azan and the Iqamat also deserves endless reward. He, as well as those Muslims acting upon the act until the Day of Judgment, will attain reward without any reduction in anyone's reward, according to this hadith of Sahih Muslim. Here, my dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, a question may arise in someone's mind as to what the following blessed hadith means. كُلُّ بِدْعَةٍ ضَلَالَةٍ وَكُلُّ ضَلَالَةٍ فِي النَّارِ. That every innovation is misguidance, and every misguidance leads to hell. So what does this hadith imply? And how does it tally up with the hadith that we mentioned previously? Beyond doubt, the foregoing hadith is true. Every innovation is misguidance, and every misguidance leads to hell. However, in this hadith, the word bid'ah mentioned in the hadith refers to bid'ate sayyi'ah, which is misguiding innovation, not good innovation. And indeed, every bid'ah that contradicts or goes against the sunnah is a misguiding innovation. And Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Haq Muhaddis Dehlavi Rahmatullah alayhi says, any bid'ah that goes in accordance with the principles of the sunnah and does not contradict the sharia or the sunnah is known as a bid'ate hasana, a good bid'ah. But the bid'ah which contradicts the sharia and the sunnah is known as bid'ate dalala, a misguiding innovation. So from this, my dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, we learn that there are two types of innovation. A good innovation, which is according to the sunnah and not against the sharia, and a negative innovation, a misguiding innovation, which goes against the sharia.
मुझे अपनी और सारी दुनिया के लोगों की इस्लाह की कोशिश करनी है।